Hi, everyone. It's Shelley. I just wanted to reply to Prairie Girl here. Prairie Girl, you've left a few comments, and I've answered you honestly and as openly as I can. All of my replies have been completely honest. But it seems like what the vibe I get from the questions you ask me and the way you ask them is that you're a Michael Snow supporter. And that's okay. You know what? I can't save the world. I can't save everyone. There will always be people who are going to buy into his bullshit because he's that good. So let's dissect this. What exactly kept you so invested in this fake relationship? Well, I guess you're really missing it if you've watched this entire series. What kept me invested? Well, I mean, the love bombing for certain, the promises, the empty promises and the fake lies. He's very good at what he does. I've said before, he can look you straight in the eyes and blatantly lie to you. If you understand that he used lots of empty promises, but why did I hang on and waste 5 years of my life? Well, again, I think that if you've missed all that from watching this entire series, let me explain it again. Well, time goes very quickly, as I think most of you know. And, by the time I realized that probably things weren't exactly as they seemed, I was in really deep. I mean, it was within that first year, 18 months, he had pretty much spent my entire life savings. And so many promises of getting it back and threats that if I didn't stay or I kicked him out, that I would get nothing. Again, it's hard to disbelieve somebody when they're holding you in their arms, promising that they would never lie to you and never hurt you and would save you and not ever leave you in this situation. Do I wish I could have got out 5 years sooner? Absolutely. Again, I think you've missed the parts where I said I tried numerous times to end this relationship starting in the first year. I caught him in lies the first year, and I tried. There were numerous times, like I said, I changed the locks. He broke in, sat on my couch, and wouldn't leave. I was very defeated at that point. The threats, while you think that you're really strong and that you can just, go to the police station and, do all that stuff you think you're going to do, unless you're in the situation, you truly don't know how you will respond. And I know this because I would have been this very same person saying the same thing, that this would never happen to me. He left a pretty clear trail of bullshit. Yes, he did. But what you don't understand is that at the time, I didn't know it was bullshit. I didn't know it was all lies. While I suspected, he's so good at what he does. He can just sweep you right back in to believing everything that comes out of his mouth. He can look right at you and feed you a barrel of lies. As well, when you're living this every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, it's really difficult because he's the person you turn to. He's supposed to be your partner. So he's very much dictating how I'm going to interpret things. And let me give you an example of that. Mr. Snow is currently engaged. And this woman, I'm sure she's an incredibly intelligent woman because we all are. She's obviously buying into everything he's saying. And I'm sure he's saying that I'm just jealous, I'm crazy, I'm out to ruin his good name, and that everything I'm saying is a lie. And she's believing it because he's that good. You don't know you're being bamboozled until after you figure it out. While you're in it, you've got no idea it's happening. You don't think it is, but it is. In fact, he's obviously so good at what he does that even with my story, the other women's stories, the other women coming forward, she's still believing it because he is that good. I wish I could help her, but I guess until she figures it out herself, there's nothing I can do. So, Prairie Girl, I do hope that I have been able to answer your question, and maybe anybody else who was a little bit curious or wanted some clarification. Stay tuned for episode 30.